Welcome back to the Culver's Crew UA YouTube channel. This is your boy Money D Luffy, and I'm joined by Plastic Beach. Today we've got the finals of the Dugouts Attack on Titan Rare Battle. On the right for the third round in a row, we've got Aaron representing the Culver's Crew, and on the left, it's me, your boy Money D Luffy, playing the Levi deck. So just like round three, we've got blue versus blue here. Like we said before, the community tends to think the Historia is the hot blue deck. TCG player says the Levi deck is hot. Let's see who takes home that winner card.
All right, so Money's gonna go first. Did you pick first or?
No, Aaron won the dice roll here. This was the first dice roll that I lost all day, and it was the first time I had to mulligan. So I was definitely worried about both of those things. The classic turn one Mikasa here. A lot of turn one Mikasas at
Draw
these
one and
AOT
get
rare
rid of
battles.
Levi right, huh?
Yeah, don't worry about what you see there. Let's just say maybe there's another one in my hand. Maybe there's two more.
Aaron's gonna mirror your play.
You'll love to see it. Mikasa Gaming. Speaking of Mikasa, she hits the sideline here for Aaron. Second action, gonna bring out something. None other than the zero cost get trigger Historia. Alright, let me get my second action here. I do have an inherent advantage for being the only one using an Attack on Titan action point. And I'll tap it here to play out the Levi and bring out another Levi.
What's that Levi do on the left?
Pass the turn. That one says when you swing with it, you can pay an AP. And I think it gets like 1,000 BP, maybe.
Aaron's gonna play the Historia. He's gonna look at top two, decide whether to trash them or leave them on top, rearrange them, etc. And then he's gonna, for the third game in a row, play a final on 2 energy or 2 AP. Play
Very
Historia,
aggressive.
And since he played an event, he can restand an AP. Play
that Levi is better than I made it sound like. You draw a card and you get 500. This Aaron is busted. Searches for an event and he finds memory here. And he trashes memory here.
And it has nullify and it's an active trigger.
Yep. Great card. It's not in my current draft of the Historia list, but I don't have the deck finished yet. Haven't played it yet. I definitely play it. Here we see cleanup. Now, Aaron does have the option to pitch a card here. He does. I think he did at least.
Yeah, he pitched. He discarded one, drew another, kept one.
Yep. I flipped my third action point here, and it's a preview of our upcoming videos, which will be commentating over the FMA Rare Battle games. And here I play a Irwin and search the top 3 for a Levi. That's the 2-drop rare.
Discard the 4-drop red.
That's the 5-drop rare.
Yeah.
5-drop. The 4-drop is just a body. It's not. Yep.
You're going to tap an AP to use Erwin's effect, which is gain an energy generation for the turn and then restand an AP in the start of the battle phase. You're going to, now you have 6 energy, you're going to raid into Levi. Erwin restands an AP. And then you can do the whole triple tornado with Levi, double attack, restand, and then at the end of the battle, AP, snipe to Aaron.
Might as well. Something to do.
Yeah. And in simplified game states, if you can curve out and get Levi down there early, I feel like it is extremely good, for sure. I just hate how clunky.
Yeah, and if it definitely can be. When it feels good, it feels really good. Obviously, I'm in the finals here, so in the tournament, it was feeling pretty good. We played a few games beforehand, and I was telling Plastic that I was ready to sell these Levi 6 drops. But here I am in the finals, so I got to at least feel what the deck can do when it does what it's supposed to. Let's see if Historia is able to do what she's supposed to here as Aaron goes into his turn. Believe he was thinking here if he wanted to AP draw or not. We've talked before about how this deck can, afford to do that when others maybe wouldn't want to, just because it can get its action points back so easily while still progressing the game state. Perhaps settling on pushing up Mikasa instead of the AP draw. So Ymir comes down here.
And then gonna raid Historia. Got 4 events in the trash. So gonna restand the AP. Wait, how was he able to special and then do that? Oh, okay. His second AP was the raid.
Yep, exactly.
And then the special must have been the 4th card in his trash so he could restand it. That's why he did it after.
Yep. All good.
Alright, so Money's going to promote the Mikasa, play the Levi, and the Levi 4-drop.
Yep. So yeah, this is the 4-drop Levi here, which I like to, when I can, play in the back line so that it can be pushed up next turn and get its effect, which if it is on the front line of your board and it's active going into your attack phase, you get to restand an action point. So I like to wait until I'm going to raid into a Levi to push that up and get the most out of what that card can do. Of course, when you attack with that card, you can pay an action point to choose one of your characters, give it plus 1,000, and then protect it from your opponent's triggers. It can even choose itself, which, in a pinch, might be what you want. Aaron's going to push 2 bodies up here. Play a Mikasa, draw 1, trash 1. And we see Ymir raid.
See, I think he's going to get really aggressive here. Maybe because he doesn't think he's going to...
Well, I definitely, and I definitely set myself up for this by only having the 1 small body on board. I do hit a special there, which is great. It gets past the double attack, and then I hit an active, and then why not hit a color trigger as well? And so I'm gonna bounce one of his bodies here. I'm kind of going back and forth as to what I should pick. I don't really want to let him have that 3-drop again. So hey, go ahead if you want to play your third Mikasa of the game. Here's your chance. So I kind of get out of that turn pretty lucky for having only left that Mikasa and playing the Levi in the back when he could have been a perfectly fine chump blocker. I was just worried about him. I was worried about him getting specialed. So I do go ahead and push the Levi up here. And I'm just trying to figure out the exact sequence that I need to go for on this turn. I've got a 6-drop in my hand. All right, so after the AP draw, I do go ahead and push. I'm making sure that my board is currently presenting 6, but I end up playing down a Levi here, playing a final to get back to action points.
Yeah, I'm then gonna Erwin, raid, restain 2, and then swing there, and then you can give the Levi protection and 1,000.
Yep. So right now the 6-drop is a 6K. Aaron's making sure that's exactly how that's gonna work. So the 4K is coming in, and he's gonna get a Ymir to his hand. And here's the Levi's first attack, active trigger. But because the Levi's at 6, the active trigger is not quite enough. We see a Historia there. I'll go ahead and pay the AP to restand the Levi. And go ahead and kill the card he gave the active trigger to. But the Historia can free block the Mikasa, so that does end my turn. But definitely, a strong follow-up to the turn before where I did take a lot of damage, but hit some nice triggers. Absolutely. The Union Arena RNG gods had my back in this one. So Aaron's got a turn here to try and seal the game, or at least present a strong enough comeback, but he's going to have to remove this Levi from the board. It definitely cannot stay around.
Yeah, and there's just no
But
way.
he's also going to have to get more bodies on the front line. So
yeah, he would need to get double impact and then get lucky as well on triggers. And I just don't think there's a way he could do that at this point.
So today we did play in a Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist, and Code Geass Rare Battle. If I could have picked which one to win, I probably wouldn't have picked AOT. I love Attack on Titan, but I have only just recently watched it. I slept on it for a long time. I had started it once, and something happens early in that show that made me very confused and just kind of stopped watching. But at the encouragement of my teammate, Plastic Beach, I gave it the second chance, and definitely glad that I did. But Full Metal Alchemist, the first anime that I ever watched, and Code Geass, one of my top 3s, but it ended up being here the Attack on Titan that I made it to the finals in.
Pretty cool to see 2 Culvers in the finals as well.
Absolutely, you'd love to see it.
I played Green Marlane Warriors and it was garbage.
Yeah, we both had to borrow some cards. Shout out to our boy Vanilla Thick, who we featured in the round 2 game. He helped us borrow some cards to build a deck, and Plastic ended up borrowing the Titan deck and wanted to swap out a few cards, but we had to start the tournament right away. So unfortunately, didn't quite get to play the list he wanted, but still had some fun summoning the 10 drop.
Yep.
Just unfortunately, not on stream round 1.
No.
Spoiler if you didn't catch it.
God, no.
All right. So after a prolonged deliberation, perhaps, although, at this stage of the game, it's very obviously either the last turn or the next to last turn. I was not going to tell Aaron, hey, man, you got to do something. But he does eventually push up the Mikasa, play out a Ymir raid, and go into some attacks here. No trigger off the Levi, and then just one block, and then back to my turn here. And it's pretty much wraps at this point. But GG to Aaron for sure. Some lucky triggers, but really, I think this game shows how strong this Levi deck can be. Despite the special active color, it still had some early aggression and very solid mid game. We got to see the strength of the 4-drop Levi when combined with the 6-drop. Not that he hit a special trigger and couldn't use it, but what if he did, right? There in life, we see the 5-drop raid, which didn't hit the board, but anyways, GG's to Aaron, and that's the finals of the AOT rare battle. Which one's coming up next, Plastic?
Full Metal Alchemist is next, so make sure to stay tuned and subscribe.
Yes, subscribe to the Culver's crew.
Yeah.
And of course, hit your local Culver's and get the flavor of the day. Peace.